One local company says it's making diesel engines cleaner in the meantime. News 10 NBC investigative reporter Jennifer Lukey goes in depth on how the technology works and why it's gaining steam.
In a discreet building along Brighton-Henrietta Town Line Road, engineers have found a way to significantly reduce emissions and carbon buildup in diesel engines.
We had to reduce the electronics down to a much smaller footprint.
John Erland is the CEO and founder of Paradigm Emissions Technologies. His patented system could change the future of trucking.
It eliminates what is called carbon soot. Carbon soot comes out of a diesel engine and it clogs up the engine components and it creates back pressure on the engine that then ends up burning more fuel.
They demonstrated the technology for me.
Now we're going to run a sample after to show you how much cleaner it will be without the carbon soot.
Here's what it looks like when the exhaust goes through a regular diesel engine. Here's what it looks like when it goes through Paradigm's new system.
And why does all this matter to you?
Through this whole process, we're also reducing CO2 because the more fuel you burn, the more CO2 you create.
So for all of us, it makes diesel engines cleaner and better for the environment. For trucking companies, it could save millions of dollars in maintenance.
Started with the basic science of using plasma and physics to decarbonize emissions. So been through a number of years of development, iteration, testing, and tested our product at RIT in the diesel test lab. We tested it with companies like RTS and Lewis Tree Service and came out of that whole process with our current product.
A product that's now being used on dozens of RTS buses, some of Monroe County's heavy equipment, and hundreds of other trucks owned by local businesses. Paradigm has been a labor of love for its founders.
Everything we did in the early years, we came out of our pockets, and so we spent quite a number of years just bootstrapping the company and living lean, not paying ourselves a salary.
But now investors are taking notice. The company is hoping to reach $100 million in sales in the coming years.
And it'll be through both selling retrofits and replacement parts as well as licensing the technology to engine manufacturers and vehicle manufacturers. And that's where the chemical reaction occurs.
The technology, he's hoping, might act as a stopgap for companies, school districts, and municipalities during the state's forced transition to zero emissions. Jennifer Lukey, News 10 NBC.